The explosion should have killed Staff Sergeant Maya, Ghost, Carter. Instead, she crawled from the burning wreckage with blood in her eyes and revenge in her heart. What happened next became legend in sniper circles worldwide, the longest confirmed killshot in modern warfare history, made by a woman everyone assumed was dead. Maya Carter, 26 years old, auburn hair usually braided tight, steel gray eyes capable of calculating wind drift at 2,000 meters without a scope, had spent 18 months as the designated marksman for Alpha Squad of the 82nd Airborne Division. But to most of her male teammates, she was still just the girl who happened to be good with a rifle. They respected her skills, but they didn't see her as an equal. That was about to change in the most dramatic way possible. Maya's father, Master Sergeant David Longshot Carter, had been one of the Army's most decorated snipers before an IED took his life in Afghanistan when she was 19. Every weekend of her childhood, he took her to remote ranges where he taught her precision shooting, breath control, ballistics, wind reading, and, most importantly, the mental discipline required to take a life from impossible distances. A sniper isn't just someone who can shoot straight, baby girl, he used to tell her as they practiced at dawn. A sniper can wait motionless for 12 hours, then make one shot that changes everything. By 12 she could field strip any rifle blindfolded. By 14 she was making consistent hits at 1,000 meters with her father's custom .308 Winchester. Her classmates had no idea that the quiet girl in chemistry could outshoot most police snipers. Her training wasn't just about shooting, her father taught her patience through hours-long observation drills and fieldcraft through camping trips that were really reconnaissance exercises. He also taught her the emotional weight of taking a life. The hardest part isn't making the shot, Maya, he'd say during evening talks about ethics. The hardest part is knowing when to take it and sleeping afterward. A true sniper protects life by taking it. After his death, Maya enlisted to honor him by becoming the deadliest sniper the Army had ever seen. But bureaucracy and old-school attitudes interfered. Despite perfect sniper school scores and outperforming every male candidate, she was pushed into regular infantry roles. Her marksmanship records were extraordinary, some the highest in Army history, yet senior officers repeatedly blocked her from sniper assignments. Carter has the skills, one colonel wrote, but lacks the physical presence and psychological toughness for extended combat operations. The irony was not lost on Maya. The same psychological toughness they doubted was what her father had spent years building in her. Her assignment with Alpha Squad was supposed to change that. Captain Marcus Webb respected her ability, but even he viewed her as backup rather than a primary sniper, often saying, "Carter is good, but when things get bad, you want someone with more physical presence taking the long shots." She endured the dismissals in silence, knowing her moment would come. She never imagined it would cost so much. In the weeks before the mission, intelligence reported increased enemy activity and sophisticated ambush tactics. Maya mapped probable sniper positions and prepared detailed range cards, work her teammates dismissed as overcautious. "You worry too much, Carter," Sergeant Vasquez told her. "It's just recon." But Maya's father always said the most dangerous missions were the ones that felt routine. At dawn, Alpha Squad inserted onto a rocky outcrop overlooking a valley in the Hindu Kush. Their orders were clear: observe, report, and extract. No engagement unless necessary. For 6 hours they watched hostile fighters move supplies, Maya quietly tracking targets with flawless precision. Through her scope she identified over 30 armed fighters, some with advanced weapons. She reported clean shots on leadership targets. Webb ordered her to maintain overwatch only. The squad's members had grown used to her presence. Vasquez, the protective older brother figure; Morrison, the former ranger who joked about women in combat yet respected her skill; Patterson the medic, who trusted her covering fire; Chen, the communications expert; Brooks, the young soldier who admired her; Rodriguez, once a skeptic now a supporter; and Johnson, the steady demolition specialist. Their relationships were built on months of operations, shared danger, shared meals, shared trust. At 13:47 hours, everything changed. Maya spotted 3 enemy fighters climbing toward the squad with what looked like a detonation device. The group in the valley was bait. As Alpha Squad repositioned, incoming mortar rounds screamed down. The first hit 50 meters from Maya. The second detonated in the middle of her squad. She watched in horror as the explosion engulfed their position. Smoke, fire, secondary ammunition cook-offs, then silence. Her radio calls went unanswered. These weren't just squad mates, they were her brothers. For a moment, Grief threatened to overwhelm her, but training took over. Enemy fighters were already advancing toward the blast site. She could escape and report her squad as Kia, or she could fight. She chose to fight. Blood dripped into her eyes from a cut on her forehead, her shoulder throbbed from impact, but she could still operate her rifle. Moving with ghost-like stealth, she repositioned. Then she heard it, the faint whistle code Captain Webb used for emergencies. Survivors. Some of her team was alive but trapped and surrounded. Over the radio, Webb's voice finally cracked through. 4 wounded. Hostiles closing. We need extraction now. But extraction was 2 hours away. They wouldn't last 10 minutes. As Maya scanned the valley, she saw the enemy sniper coordinating the attack, positioned 3,247 meters away on a distant ridge. An impossible shot for almost anyone. But Maya Carter wasn't anyone. She told Webb she was eliminating Overwatch. He ordered her to fall back. She refused. If she didn't take that sniper out, any helicopter would be shot down. She moved fast, calculated, invisible. It took 12 minutes to find the perfect firing position, a rocky outcrop with elevation, cover, and sightline. She ranged the target, 3,247 meters. Wind gusting 8 to 12 mph from the northwest. Heat shimmer, Coriolis effect. Bullet dropped the length of a 2-story building. One shot, that was all she would get. Through her scope she watched the enemy sniper working, firing into her trapped squad. Johnson was hit again. Maya slowed her breathing, steadied her heartbeat, exhaled halfway, held. Her father's voice whispered in memory, when everything depends on one shot, trust your training. She squeezed the trigger. The M24 fired. Time stretched. Then the sniper fell. She had done it, the longest confirmed kill shot in modern warfare history. With Overwatch gone, chaos spread among the enemy. Maya relocated before counter-fire could find her and began picking off fighters systematically. One shot, one kill, move, one shot, one kill, move. For 20 relentless minutes she dismantled an entire enemy force alone, eliminating 17 fighters and forcing the rest to retreat. When extraction arrived, Alpha Squad was alive because Maya Carter refused to die and refused to abandon them. In the helicopter, Captain Webb asked, stunned, Carter, what was the range? 3,247 meters, sir. Silence fell. Every man aboard understood they were witnessing history. Vasquez looked at her with newfound respect. You saved our lives, Hermana. Morrison simply said, I'll never doubt a female soldier again. Patterson told her she was the greatest hero he'd ever served with. Brooks asked if she'd teach him to shoot. Chen, barely conscious, murmured, next time someone questions women in combat, I'm telling them about Ghost Carter. 6 months later, Maya graduated the Army's Advanced Sniper course with the highest scores ever recorded. Her shot became a case study worldwide. More importantly, no one ever again referred to her as additional firepower. The Army created a new role, Chief Instructor of Advanced Marksmanship, the first woman ever to hold it. She trained the next generation of snipers, ensuring skill mattered more than prejudice. Maya's story asks a deeper question. Have you ever had to prove not just your skill but your right to be taken seriously? Sometimes the most dangerous assumptions are the ones we make about the quiet professional in the corner. The explosion meant to kill her instead revealed who she truly was, not just a good soldier, but one of the deadliest precision shooters in history. Today, Sergeant Major Maya, Ghost, Carter runs the Army's premier sniper program. In her office hangs a photo from that day in Afghanistan with a simple inscription, 3,247 meters, one impossible shot that changed everything. Each morning she begins class the way her father began hers. A sniper isn't just someone who shoots straight. A sniper is someone who makes one shot that changes everything. If you believe true skill appears when everything is on the line, share this story, because somewhere, someone underestimated is waiting for their moment. Maya Carter didn't just survive that explosion. She became the sniper she was meant to be. Sometimes our greatest moments arrive disguised as disasters. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this story, subscribe for more incredible ones like it.